Hello you lovely people and welcome. I was given a task by one of the viewers to take the DC Designs F4 Phantom 2 and fill it 100% with fuel, climb to 10,000 feet and just nail it, basically from let go of the brakes, full afterburner, and keeping that afterburner on till the engine's cut out. So yeah, to climb to 10,000 feet with no wind, and to find out the endurance, basically, top speed during that flight, and how far I actually get. So I thought I'd film it because, you know, got nothing better to do at the moment. So going to take off from Coningsby. Going to take off on 06. Once I'm up and climbing, I'll turn to 090 and head east. That way I've got no mountains to worry about, and it's pretty much land all the way after you know, shooting across the North Sea. So I'm going to be taking Scat 28, which is Robin Old's F4C, but because we don't have the C, it's in the E variant. So I'll be taking that, and yeah, let's get it on the ground at Coningsby and then get the ball rolling. Okay, so let's get the aircraft set up. One thing you'll notice that's different if you've seen my videos before is that I've got the screen HUD up at the moment. Reason being is the speed, the actual speed in the sim and the speed of the aircraft on the instruments in the cockpit don't correlate correctly at the moment. There's a slight discrepancy, so I'll be taking the airspeed from the HUD, the screen HUD. So unfortunately I've got to fly with these, which I'm not a fan of, but you know, needs must. And I'm also using a third-party program called Little Nav Map, just so that I can measure the distance that I've travelled. So yeah, like I say, let's get this aircraft sorted. Right. So we want 100% fuel, right, and we want weather. Don't want any wind whatsoever. Okay, which there really isn't any of anyway. Let's just have a quick peek outside. And there we go. We've got Robin Old's Last Ride. Awesomely recreated by Don Fanucci, and available from flightsim.to for PC users. Okay, and now we're just going to get the all the instruments sorted. So AOA lights on. We want, no, actually there's no point in tracking with a TACAN. What else do I want? We've got all the lights on, crew visibility's on. Oxygen. That's about it actually. Zeroed out the altimeter. It's pretty much there anyway. Okay, so this will mostly be flown on autopilot. Let's put the map on the radar scope there and put to mid-scale, just so that I can see airports that I can divert to once the engines flame out. Okay, just one more last check to make sure the fuel is on 100%, and it's slightly not for some reason. There we go. Okay, so let's get rolling. Parking brake off, toe brakes on, accelerate to full military power, brakes off, reheat. Now you need to remember that this is the J79 variant. I'm not sure how different the modelling will be on the Spays, this thing's pretty heavy, so it's going to take a little while to get off the ground. Okay, and we're up. Gear up. Trim up slightly. Flaps up. Okay, don't need to touch your throttle anymore. Keep that trimmed out at that angle of attack. I'm going to stick the autopilot on your coupling. Want heading selected, and now we want roll. Okay, that's good. And now we're going to go to 090. And I've just realised we're slightly over a little bit. Too busy concentrating on other things. It's not good. So we'll bring that back down. Norfolk. Okay, so let's kill off the drop in altitude. Okay, that'll do. 10,000. Okay, so we're going to put pitch control on now. Right, and we're on our way. So we're slightly over 10,000 feet. By 300 feet, but that's neither here nor there really, not going to make much of a difference. And you can see we're doing Mach 1.37. Go outside view, and you can see we've got 3 fuel tanks on. And we are hauling. Beautiful. Let's jump in the back, just have a look around while we are on our way eastward. Oh, little discrepancy there. Altimeter at the back's not showing 10,000 feet. It should be. I should be sure to pass that on if it's not already been reported. On. Switch that on. Okay, we've got an AI on scope. Okay, jump back in the front. The anti-skid on. Okay, all is good. Fuel gauge is shot down really quick. think the fuel gauge is correlating with what I'm seeing here either. Apparently I've still got 71% fuel. The gauge is shooting down pretty quick. So I'm coming up to the Netherlands now. I recognise this island. The one to the left, just here, gets used, well, there's actually a bombing range on there, and that gets used during the Frisian flag, which is held at Leeuwarden or Leeuwarden, however you pronounce it. I'm sorry I butchered that. Yeah, and that gets bombed quite a bit, as with the Royal Netherlands Air Force as well. Vliehorst range and Vlieland. Which means we might actually overfly Leeuwarden. I think the range is in that section there. I mean, it covers this whole section here. I think the targets are around this area. And on there as well, as I believe. Okay, by the gauge we should really nearly be out of fuel. We still have 47% left. Still plenty left in it. And Mach 1.53. Pretty good at 10,000 feet. Speak of the devil, there it is. Fleet basis Leeuwarden, just there. So it's just a short hop from there to the island back there to do their bombing. I believe there's actually an air-to-air range out further out to the North Sea as well. That all gets used during Frisian flag. And then you have the heavies from Eindhoven, such as the well, they were DC-10s, but I believe they've been replaced now. Anyway, on with the test. Right, so we've officially crossed over into Deutschland, and in that direction is Denmark. So we really are shifting. Still have 24% total fuel. And we are still hauling at Mach 1.53. Right, we're down to 5% fuel. Time to get ready. So we're heading towards a town called Soltau. Haven't got much left. %. Get ready for flame out. %. Doesn't seem to be any airfields around at all either. Brilliant. %. And there we go. Okay, so that's over the town of Emmingen, which is north-northeast of Soltau. Right, and we achieved a top speed of Mach 1.53, and that was at 10,100 feet all the way. Okay, with the 10,000 feet challenge over and done with, I thought I'd go back and do a 40,000 feet one, just to see how far you could actually get the aircraft at that height. So we're just going to go and do all the same things again. 100%. Make sure that the weather, there's no wind, no gusts, nothing. Okay, right, just set the aircraft up again. Very quick this time. I want that on selected heading. Put that on map. Mid-range. Okay, all is good. Right, brakes off. Zero out the altimeter properly. There we go. Right. Okay. Are we down to 98% fuel? Shouldn't be. Okay. Right then. Tow brakes on. Full military power. Brakes off. Afterburner. So we're going to go for 40,000 feet this time. Don't know why I'm being blown to the side, because there is no wind in this setup whatsoever. And we're up. Gear up. Trim up slightly, flaps up. Okay. That's good. Autopilot for your roll. Gain a little bit of height and then we can start turning to 090. That now. Turn to 090. Take off the pitch coupling, start climbing again. Let me stay there. Right, that'll do. 4,350. There we go. Doing Mach 1.9. We are really climbing. Right, looks like we're going to cross Mach 2 threshold. Boom, Mach 2. Great stuff. Bye bye UK. Okay, Mach 2.2. That's really pushing it. Won't surprise me if I get an engine stress crash out in a minute. Either that or they'll settle around about Mach 0.23. Mach 2.3. It's definitely slowing down a bit, but not. Oh, we'll see what happens. Okay, so we're just south of Leeuwarden and settled at Mach 2.31, so 0.01 more than I thought we would. Settled nicely at 40,300 feet. Still got 64% fuel, 63% fuel, and we aren't far from the Deutschland border. So, just how much further is this going to travel? Now we crossed Soltau, which was not far from where the engines flamed out at the 10,000 feet test. Around about 50% fuel. So it looks like we've possibly doubled our distance. I'm going to have to find out the results. I'll add them to the end of the video, but yeah, things are looking good so far. Okay, we've officially crossed the border into Poland, and we still have 34% to go. Dropped 0.01 Mach, so we're doing Mach 2.30. So 2.31 is still the top speed that we actually reached. Okay, so further into Poland, and that is Warsaw down there. Still have 12% of fuel left. Not too far away from the border with Belarus. And I apologise for any noise. The F-35 is going into land at Lakenheath over the top of my house at the moment. So yeah, I could end up in Belarus yet. Yay! Okay, so we're down to 5%. Just got to find out where the engines are going to cut off, and then I can mark it on my map for measuring. % left. Looks like I'm going to cross the border into Belarus. 2%. About 15 nautical miles west of Brest in Belarus. 1%. Right, across the border, I'm now in Belarus. Brilliant. Heading towards Brest, which should. It's got a TACAN. There it is. That's Brest there. Right, bang over the top of Brest basically. And there you go. That was a heck of a journey. So the results are in. The first flight, flight level 100, no wind, full fuel. I reached a maximum speed of Mach 1.51 and distance of 366 nautical miles. That's on full afterburner from takeoff to engine flame out. And then for the second flight, which is flight level 400, again no wind, full fuel, max reheat from takeoff to flame out. I achieved a top speed of Mach 2.31 and a distance of 876 nautical miles. So first flight took me from RAF Coningsby in Lincolnshire all the way to Emmingen, which is north-northeast of Soltau in Germany. Second flight from RAF Coningsby to Brest in Belarus. So to my family, I love you, and send help. And this cell's not very comfortable. Anyway, joking aside, quite a thorough test, that one. Be interesting to compare the notes with the real thing. Anyways, thought that might be of interest to some of you. Something a bit different. I certainly enjoyed myself. So I'll leave it there, and if you haven't got the Phantom, totally recommend it. If you're having any issues, go over to the DC Designs Discord. They're always working on the aircraft and tweaking them and updating them. So if any information or you need to report any bugs or anything, do so over there, so that they know what's going on. Yeah, okay, have a good day everyone, thanks for watching, and as always I'll catch you in the next one.